Hello, today we are with Tonio. He's here to have his gastric sleeve surgery in our hospital, and we will have a little conversation about his treatment. So, Tonio, welcome again.
Thank you.
Firstly, could you please introduce yourself and how did you hear about the Gözde International Hospitals?
Well, my name is Tonio Zampa. I come from Malta, and I've been wanting to do this operation for some time, but I was finding some difficulty because I was concerned whether if I should do it in my country or not. But then I came across advertisement from this hospital, which was very interesting, and it came about from my Facebook, because I follow the Facebook all the time. And I started to check about it, and it looked very real, you know. Mm-hmm. I could see the organization in this hospital, how the way they are from the comments, how they treat the people. And of course I made courage, and I decided that I want to speak, and if I like it, I will book to make this operation.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So, can you also please tell us your process? I mean, for example, how was the booking process? How was the organization for you?
Yes, I can say one thing. As soon as I decided about the operation, the communication was very fast. Mm-hmm. It was very helpful. It was through a person that works in the hospital that speaks and tries good English, which is very important for us. Because as you know, in Malta, we speak Maltese language and English language. And obviously Turkish is very difficult for us. But this made the process more easy. Because I can say the first day, I was treated very good and explained very well. Mm-hmm. And that gave me a lot of courage to decide if I should do it or not. You must remember that these times are not normal times. It is the COVID time, you know, mm-hmm. and it's not very easy to travel. So the first obstacle is, how are you going to travel? When I inquired about how I'm going to get here and how is the process is going to be, it was very good, very helpful, you know, explained everything about the flights, about the accommodation, how long the process will take, that you will be welcomed, you know, at the airport, you will find the car ready, which is obviously from my experience, I can say that brings you straight to the center of Izmir, mm-hmm. which is a very nice place, by the way. The hotel is also very good. I have no complaints about the hotel. It's situated on the coast of Izmir. It's a very nice place. I did not even know that this coast does exist. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah. But when you experience, you will find out, and you will see that these things, they all mentally help you mm-hmm. prepare yourself for the operation. Obviously, coming to the operation, I chose the one ideal for me after taking professional advice, that I should take the gastric sleeve. I wasn't sure which one I want to do, but on the questions and demands that I made, and what I need, I was advised to make the gastric sleeve operation. Gastric sleeve operation, it's you are a bit scary when you don't. I must say also, I never made operation in my life. Mm-hmm. This is the first operation in my life. I am 56 years old, so there is that sort of feeling inside of you that you don't know if you are sure or not sure whether you want to do it or not. But again, once I was picked up from the hotel and brought to the hospital, I was very amazed how the service was, especially when I got to the reception and met the staff, and I was shown the room as well, where I'm going to be staying, which is like a 5-star hotel. Mm-hmm. The hospital is spotless clean, modern hospital, situated only a few meters away from the hotel, so there is no long distance. Mm-hmm. And when we come to the hospital, I cannot find any faults. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for all this. I got more than I asked for, in reality. The staff, the nurses, the chirurgists, the doctors, I even asked, because I suffer with breathing, you know, because I am asthmatic. They even gave me a doctor to examine me about my breathing and giving me lectures, what I should do and not should do, to prepare myself before the operation and also after the operation. And I think I already feel much better. Coming to the operation, I was admitted on a Sunday night. Monday morning, they prepared me very well, the staff.
Could you please tell us about your surgery day? For example, which departments you've seen, what kind of examination you had?
Okay, I am not very professional in medication, but I can tell you after a lot of tests, which took half a day, I've been passed through machines, you know, inspections, different clinics, different doctors. I've been examined, you can say, for everything. The blood, I can remember they took 6 bottles to check my blood in every department. And before they were sure that I am ready to go, that's when the go-ahead goes, you know. When they are sure, the hospital is very professional. If they are not sure, they will not make the operation.
Yeah.
It doesn't, they are not interested about how many operations they're going to make. They are interested of the health of the patient, which is the most important thing.
So today is the 4th day of your operation. Looking back on the whole experience, how would you describe it? For example, did you have any language barrier? How was the staff and the hospital generally?
Well, I cannot say everything was perfect in the language, but when it came to difficulty, the representative of the hospital, which was with me every day, which is the same person that booked all my operation, you know, arrangements, he was here in no time always to communicate with his staff, the nurses, the surgeons, and in no time, you know, the problem wasn't a problem. As I explained before, it was very easy. I didn't expect it to be like that. The interpreter helps a lot, which is very important for these hospitals to have interpreters in different languages. In my case, I am very happy.
Okay, thank you so much for everything, Tonio. So can we have your final marks?
Yes, today is my final day here in hospital. Of course, I am happy that I am going home, but I am not sorry, you know, that I spent these last 4 days in this hospital. Because as I said before, the operation went very well. No pain, no nothing. And I feel comfortable to go out, confident to go out and look around Izmir this coming day.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.